Lake Como is a large glacial lake nestled at the foot of the Italian Alps. World-renowned for its dramatic mountain scenery and the opulent historic villas that line its deep blue shores. As the lake's largest city, Como sits at the southwestern tip, right on the border of Switzerland. Designed as a grand neoclassical summer retreat, the Villa Olmo was built in 1782. Over the centuries, it passed through several noble families and hosted numerous iconic figures. In 1924, the municipality of Como acquired the estate, transforming the once exclusive aristocratic residence into a world-class venue for international art and science. The Tempio Voltiano is an early 20th century museum dedicated to Alessandro Volta, the inventor of the electric battery. The Diga Foranea is a long lakeside pier extending into the water that offers panoramic views of the city and features Life Electric, a modern sculpture dedicated to Alessandro Volta. Wandering through Como's historic old town leads you through narrow medieval streets to the Piazza del Duomo, where the city's grand Gothic Renaissance cathedral serves as the focal point of the old town. The Como Cathedral is a masterwork of Italian architecture, starting construction in 1396 on the site of an earlier Romanesque church. It wasn't fully completed until 1770. While its overall structure and west front are Gothic, the portals and exterior decorations reflect the Renaissance, and the transepts and dome showcase Baroque and Rococo influences. The old town is a maze of narrow cobblestoned alleys that still follow the original Roman grid layout established when Julius Caesar founded the city in 59 BC. These historic passageways are lined with medieval stone walls and traditional workshops, reflecting centuries of prosperity driven by the city's legendary silk trade. The old town is still partially encircled by massive 12th century stone walls. The most imposing remnant is the Porta Torre, a 40-meter tall fortified gate tower that once served as the city's main entrance. The drive up to Brunate, a picturesque hilltop village perched just above Como, is a white-knuckle ascent through incredibly narrow, winding streets where stone walls sit inches from your side mirrors. Climbing nearly 700 meters, the road is often only wide enough for a single vehicle, requiring careful maneuvering and constant attention at blind hairpin turns. Built in 1927 to mark the centenary of Alessandro Volta's death, the Faro Voltiano is a 29-meter-tall octagonal lighthouse perched on the summit of Monte Tre Croci. The tower serves no maritime purpose. Instead, it is a celebratory monument that illuminates the night sky with rotating green, white, and red lights. Panoramic views stretch from the western arm of Lake Como across the Lombardy Plains to the peaks of the Swiss Alps. Just north of Como, on the western shore of the lake's central branch, sits the 1910 Grand Hotel Tremezzo, an iconic Art Nouveau palace, known for its floating pool, opulent period interiors, and legacy as a premier destination for the global elite and royalty. Commissioned in 1690 by the Clerici family, Villa Carlotta is a magnificent neoclassical estate, famous for its sprawling 20-acre botanical gardens and world-class art collection. Today, it serves as a public museum housing masterpieces by Antonio Canova, offering visitors a rare glimpse into 19th century aristocratic life and Italian landscape design. Just south of the villa is the town of Leno, located in the municipality of Tremezina. Located on the tip of the Levedo Peninsula, Villa del Balbianello is a breathtaking 18th century estate renowned for its terraced gardens and dramatic views of Lake Como. Originally built in 1787 on the site of a former Franciscan monastery, the villa served as a secluded retreat for literary and artistic pursuits. Following the cardinal's death, the property saw various owners before being purchased in 1974 by Count Guido Monzino, a famous explorer and leader of the first Italian expedition to Mount Everest. Monzino meticulously restored the villa and filled it with his extensive collection of art, ancient artifacts, and expedition memorabilia, ultimately bequeathing the entire estate to the Fondo Ambiente Italiano in 1988 to ensure its preservation as a museum. The villa has served as a backdrop for major films, most notably appearing in Star Wars and the James Bond film Casino Royale. The Sacro Monte di Osuccio is a historic site featuring 14 17th century chapels that lead to a hilltop sanctuary overlooking Lake Como. The trek follows a relatively steep but rewarding cobblestone path through olive groves, offering a spiritual and scenic journey with panoramic views of the central lake region at the summit. The town of Gravedona ed Uniti, located on the northwestern shore of Lake Como, was a strategic Roman outpost and later a powerful medieval center that merged three distinct villages into a single lakeside hub. Built in the late 12th century, the Chiesa di Santa Maria del Tiglio is famous for its unique bicolored stone exterior. The lower sections of its interior walls are now largely bare, as the once vibrant medieval paintings have faded or fallen away over the centuries. Directly adjacent is the Chiesa di San Vincenzo, a historic Romanesque church built on the site of an ancient Roman temple. It was largely reconstructed in the 17th century, preserving its 11th century crypt while adopting a more modern Baroque interior.